Now, this is interesting. It's an interesting question, and it's one I appreciate because obviously safety tandem between Branch and Kirby, right? Not corners, but you look at them, two of the best safeties in the NFL. Two of the best at the business. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could argue that Baltimore's got a great tandem as well, but I really think that we've got the very best in the league. However, cornerbacks is where I've seen us kind of struggle. I've seen us kind of flounder a little bit. We obviously also go out and get DJ Reed. Huge pickup from the Jets because really, to me, Carlton Davis, and you guys jump in whenever, but I looked at Carlton Davis has moved on. He was here for that 1 year, made a significant impact. Like, I thought Carlton Davis was a huge pickup for the Lions, but the problem was he wanted big money, wanted more money. We were able to get somebody pretty much comparable to Carlton Davis skill-wise for a heck of a lot less. So to me, big pickup getting DJ Reed. I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I think at best they're probably a lateral move, but I think it's close enough to warrant it. We'll see with that.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, I think obviously health plays a huge factor. We saw how health affected our team last year.
Don't stop, bro.
But
that's why we didn't go all the way.
Assuming everything is normal, you have a couple injuries, not your entire defense. I'm just curious to see how the defense shakes out with the coaching change, because we played man coverage at such a high rate, and man coverage, while it can open up a lot of different options for you, and you can send pressure in different spots and stuff like that. It can really put stress on your players. But I think some of that is a Dan Campbell thing of, like, I trust my players to do what they do best. Yeah. I want the players to do what they do best. So, like, stopping the run is a lot harder in man coverage.
Yeah.
But when you have Aleem McNeil and DJ Reader, you say, I want those guys to stop the run.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put a lot of pressure on them to do that. And, your cornerbacks, you play a lot of man coverage, and we've seen in the past how that can go sometimes. It doesn't take much to bust your coverage when you are playing a ton of man. So are they going to play similar schemes? They've already come out and said with the offense, like, hey, the offense is humming. Why would we change it?
Why change it? Yep.
It's hard to really take a lot away from what the defense was last year, because when we were healthy, we were great. We were great.
Great.
So I guess we'll see. It really is a bummer seeing Iffy walk, because
oh my God, bro.
I personally liked our sets where we had Iffy back. And we had Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph, all three of them on the field at the same time.
Yep.
I loved that because...
Well, Iffy could come in on that blitz, bro.
Iffy and Brian Branch.
Yeah.
So it really made us versatile, and I liked seeing that. So that's a bummer to see that go away. But we'll see. I mean, like, I think it really comes down to more, like, scheme and health for me.
Who's our new DC?
Kelvin Sheppard.
Yep, Sheppard.
Yeah, so Shep
Where'd he come from?
He was our linebacker coach. And so we
He's
just
the guy with
bumped
the
him up.
dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't necessarily, like, we didn't go out and get another DC to be able to be like, okay, well, this guy runs man, or so we don't even really know. He doesn't have a track record.
We ran at, like, almost a historically high rate of man over his time. And the thing with it for me was that we did it even when we were losing players and probably shouldn't have been playing man. But I think that also is a testament to, like, how much trust they put in their players. And, when you have a bunch of coaches who played ball, like...
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Shep. I really think that him knowing the linebacker core as well, because linebackers are they're the QB of the defense, right? That's Anzalone's job. Anzalone, if you're listening, get your ass back to Detroit.
And if you're watching, how do we look?
I mean, he probably looks beautiful with the hair.
No, I said, how do we look?
Oh!
Because you said if he's listening, and I was like, okay, well, if he's watching.
True. I didn't think about that because it's on both Spotify.
I mean, you're the quarterback of the defense. You're able to read
He's such a
some
glue
stuff.
guy.
Wow. I know. He's so good.
Well, and I saw a chart of how the Lions performed after he went out with that forearm injury, and watching the defense's performance just plummet, and then him coming back against Minnesota in that final run, last game of the season, and how much of a significant difference it makes. So
do we know what? I mean, it's a contract.
It's contract.
But I'm assuming they'd be willing to pay him. I'm assuming it's probably more of a years.
It's years. It's got to be because he's 30, 31. I think he might be 31 years old. You know he wants at least a 3-year deal. You want a 3-year deal that brings him to 34. You're mid-30s at that point. How does the play fall off? I could see us being like, let's work a 2-year deal. And you know the man's like, give me
That's
3.
probably what it is.
And we got Jack Campbell, who's going to be, he's the guy. He's coming up. He's the dude.
I would give him like a 3-year, and it would be like but like the 3rd year would be conditional.
Incentive laden.
On like how many games you play.
That's what it always is, though. Yeah. These guys know what it is. That's probably why he hasn't done anything.
We can't lose him.
We can't.
And training camp starts in like
I don't think
5 days.
Will we?
I don't know. The man's posting some cryptic things on the old Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to be in Detroit.
Yeah, he does.
He wants to be in Detroit.
Yeah, but
who doesn't want to be in Detroit? Which isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Remember, like if we said that five years ago, people would be like, no, nobody wants to.
Trey Flowers had that $90 million deal here. Oh, he stole so much money. Freaking thief.
Yeah, stealing from the billionaires.
Oh yeah,
I feel so.
He stole from me, Colt, in my heart. I'm watching him play poorly all the time, thinking 90 million. What? It's not Monopoly. Yeah. This isn't life.
It's so much money.
God.
This isn't life.
Oh my God, the game of life. You ever play the game of life?
Yes, I am familiar with board games.
You probably liked that one.
Yeah,
that's more of you. That's you're a Hungry Hippos guy. I can feel it. I'm sorry.
You are a Candyland?
Sorry.
The
game. Sorry.
Sorry.
So, looking at some stats here, Lions ranked number 1 in passer rating allowed at an 82. Second in completion percentage allowed. Second in touchdown to interception ratio. And Detroit's 18 passing touchdowns allowed. Also the second fewest.
We only allowed 18 passing touchdowns?
That's what the internet's telling me.
How did we lose any games last year?
We only lost 2. Well, 3.
Huh.
Yeah. So Bills and Tampa. And you know why we lost against Tampa?
It was week 2?
Yeah, we didn't run the ball.
Yeah.
Should have ran the ball.
That was frustrating.
Yeah, that was frustrating. All right. Oh. So I guess expectations looking at the cornerback room, I'm expecting some big steps up. Because
big steps up from where we were like the best. How can we get any we already hit the ceiling.
It doesn't seem like we were that good.
It doesn't seem like it. But it's because of that safety tandem, I really believe, with Branch and Kirby.
That seems like a man coverage type of thing, though. Because like you kind of bait a little bit more when you're playing zone.
Yeah.
You don't do that when you're playing man.
Yeah. I guess I'm looking like Amik Robertson. How is he going to be after that brutal injury 2 minutes into the Washington?
I think that's when you can come back from well.
Yeah. I mean, that was a big break.
But we need him because here's the thing. We have a bunch of guys that, like, even TA, like, Terrion Arnold has never been, like, your shutdown corner. And even like a Brian Branch, like, these are guys that we got because they like to come in and tackle. They like to make plays on the ball.
Keep talking.
So that's why I really liked Carlton Davis because he really was that guy for us.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that DJ Reed can be that because
he's aggressive. He's physical, man.
Yeah, and
he hits.
Like we love having these guys that can come and tackle because we are definitely like the epitome of like bend don't break.
Mm-hmm.
We will give up these big plays every once in a while, but
Yeah.
we're gonna stop you in the red zone.
Yep.
And we've been like that for a couple of years. Like you're not gonna be able to run the ball in the red zone. You're not gonna be able to do anything.
Yeah.
So if we can hold you to 3, then that's a win because you got to keep up with our offense. But we'll see. I think we definitely need DJ Reed, and I think Amik Robinson is also in that same realm.
Yeah.
Where, like, he's definitely a guy that can – we don't have anybody on the team. Like, they wouldn't sign a guy that doesn't love to tackle and hit and stuff like that. But I think he's a pretty sticky guy. TA, I'm really curious to see kind of if they can figure out, like, a role for him.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's ever been that sticky man coverage guy, but he does a lot of things really well. And maybe they can – because they kind of do this positionless thing. They like to like have guys play like move to different spots, and maybe TA can do that a little bit. Of like maybe we can send him on some blitzes. He's a great tackler.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm curious. I like him. I think he's like goofy personality.
Oh God, he's funny, dude. Yeah.
But we'll see what they do with him. He needs to take a step up because
Sure.
there was too many moments I think that stick in people's head that make him seem worse than he was.
Yes. I mean, a lot of penalties up front in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of penalties up front in the beginning. He comes from Alabama. He was playing super sticky in the red zone. So the amount of times it's third and long, and there he is, and he's just grabbing some dude in the end zone, pulling him, and you're like, bro.
And does that go away if we play a little bit more zone?
Yeah, and I'll say this, though. Terrion did. Yes. He became a lot less sticky, and he found his groove as the season went on. Week 7, Week 8, you stop seeing penalties on number 6, who's now number 0. No, number 0, who is now number 6.
Yeah, because Gibbs is 0 now.
Oh, frick, bro.
Gibbs is 0?
Yes.
Why are we moving numbers? Just
and it's like a lot.
He said he hated 26.
Did he really?
Yeah.
But, like, man, make it your own.
That's fine.
Be the guy. Think about all the people who bought your jersey that now, and they don't stitch them anymore. It's screen printed. Not us, because we buy from
somewhere else.
Which
I haven't since the tariff, so I don't know.
Yeah, no,
that
bro.
Market might be different.
It might be dead now. It might be over. Yeah, I would say expectations are higher for the cornerback room. What I expect from Brian Branch and Kirby as safeties is exactly what they're doing. I expect no less, no more. Like, they are as good as it gets. It's going to be interesting to see how the corners work now that Glenn is gone with Shep as the DC, but I do have higher expectations for him because the guys are coming back healthy. Terrion's going into year 2. Amik Robertson proved himself, I think, very valuable. I hate that we got rid of Iffy and he goes to Miami. However, Iffy had a very injury-laden 2024, even in the past as well. We missed him for a couple games, but his stretch down the end of 2023 was awesome. So I was bummed that we never got out of him what I thought we should, but I have a friend who's a Miami fan reached out, and I was like, you guys got a gem. He could become, it's like a diamond, right? They start out looking like salt. You rub that thing enough, you polish that bad boy, you put it under some laser beam, some high pressure, what's that become?
A Miami diamond.
Damn it, no.